joke that I will not explain because the time is over.
Oh, I was figuring we could just start the conversation over, but that's fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
We can do that too. That's the other acceptable way to do it. It's like,
all right.
so you're
So
drinking some
as I was
water, huh?
saying, yeah, I'm gonna drink some water so I don't sound so sick. I swear it's just that I had like, Alfredo sauce with dinner and ate the pasta.
Well,
It's fine. I'm not
it's
sick.
it's just the pasta fevers, right? I say, winking at the camera.
Oh wow, what an amazing idea that I've never heard before.
So we're in the Queen's Castle.
Ah, right.
Okay, mapping the triggers to the stick works pretty fine.
Right?
Oh man, for some reason though, up and down on the right stick is the same as up and down on the D-pad.
Oh, true. That's just a fact of life. Could you map up and down on the right stick to nothing?
I probably could. I didn't even know it did that
Does-
though. This game used the right stick?
Yeah, I guess that's why it couldn't map it to camera, because we needed it for something that was already mapped to something else.
Wow. Okay. I was just looking at something. We had to find proofs. Yes. What was that game? With the proofs in it.
Oh, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. See, I'm gonna map my controller. And it's probably going to... I'm gonna just go ahead and preemptively mute desktop audio, because I think as soon as I change the controller, it's going to forget the audio settings.
So tediously annoyed by the combat.
Yeah, I also wish that... Okay, that worked a charm. I also wish that Inquisitor was good, because... Okay. We have Lotus Forest. We have Bizarre Room. I think that's where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mastasaw and Jello Master. Yeah, we have Rosella here. You were muted there for a moment when I was doing the controller, because...
Oh, I was?
Yeah, well, I muted desktop audio, because the game did become very loud for a brief moment.
Ah. Alright.
We
I
just,
forget if I said anything interesting.
it was
I was just
that
talking about Inquisitor.
we were hoping Inquisitor was or wishing it was a good game.
Yeah.
And I guess it's the Cheshire Cat. No, Zork Grand Inquisitor is something else.
Which I also have, and is pretty good, though I haven't played it all that much. No, just flat out Inquisitor.
Yeah, Inquisitor. It was a game that got released like 5 years ago, I think, but was in development for like 12 or 15
Yeah.
years.
It's like they're marketing it as like a love letter to the old CRPGs, but it just is an old CRPG.
Yeah.
It just took this long to come out.
It's like, what if Baldur's Gate just was in development for 25 years, and then you have this game?
And then you played it today. The combat is awful, and I wish that I had played it with cheats on. Well, I wish Kaz had played it with cheats on. I didn't actually have to deal with it.
I'm having to... My brain is fighting about whether it wants the controls to be inverted or not. I preemptively set them to be inverted, because I usually prefer that. So I wasn't actually paying...
That's the default if you play Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's also just my default in everything. I always go and turn them into... So I wasn't... Yep.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I wasn't paying attention to what we were supposed to be doing.
Ah, well, as you said, we are looking for proofs. There are 4 in total that you can find. If you find them all, you get a prize. But if you don't find them all, you also get a prize, just slightly later. That little pink box on the ground, for example, is a proof.
Oh, it's a proof.
Mm-hmm.
I was too busy solving the flower puzzle. Get game video is doing something weird. I'm gonna try not playing at 8x resolution and seeing if that does it.
But you only need one to continue the game, so the speedrun route would see you head back in and just present your evidence as is. But obviously, you can keep exploring if you'd like.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep exploring.
Yeah, like I've said, this is actually one of my favorite levels for the level design. Like it's a fun place to run around and explore.
I like the wallpaper. Just like, doesn't even look like grass. It looks like seaweed.
Yeah.
Do I have an ether? Yes.
So, yeah.
I could give it to Donaldo so he can get his MP back.
Oh my god, do not waste your items on Donaldo. Speaking of which, I usually steal all their shit as soon as they get in my party.
Yeah, I usually do that too. I might have. That's a weird mechanic in this game because they want your AI buddies to be able to use items. They do not want them to be able to use all of them though.
Well, they come with some like pre-equipped. You have to equip them with items for them to use it.
And of course, Goof has like almost 3 times the amount of item space as Donald because he is strong.
Yep. Yeah, I guess like Wonderland is kind of a shitty Disney World, but it's an excellent level. And I think that they probably weighted the equation a little more heavily on the branding in later games.
Oh yeah, because
I mean that's how you get Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
yeah, that's how you get Pirates of the Caribbean. Because like Alice in Wonderland is a recognized IP. Thank you for the bit, Squirrel Token. Is a recognized IP at like large. I don't know if the kids were that into it. I only know one person who is really into Alice in Wonderland, and she is my cousin, and she is 40 years old.
I've never seen it.
It's a fucked up movie. Because it's Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think I have a second ether. So this red flower gets nothing.
Yeah.
But I could become large.
You could.
Okay, Squirrel Token also super into Alice in Wonderland. Although, nowadays, when this game was made, kids probably weren't that into it. But nowadays they might be because of Harry Potter. They started taking every fantasy thing and making movies out of it.
Mm. Oh my god, are there kids that grew up with a Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland?
There are almost certainly kids who grew up with Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter.
Oh.
Almost certainly. And that's what they think the world is.
Oh, I slept through that movie.
I cannot eat this nut.
Oh, right. Oh man, nice jump. The Alice in Wonderland had this whole like soundtrack with a bunch of pop punk bands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had All Time Low and Avril Lavigne and Plain White Tees and shit.
That sounds very on brand.
I really liked a lot of it, actually.
I don't hate it.
Which is pretty on brand for me, so.
Potion.
That movie is like the 3rd highest grossing movie? What? What? What?
Because of 3D. I don't believe that though, because what the hell is that? Oh, I squished a stump down.
Yeah, you did it. Good work.
And I can move this. This is very weird. Take the nut. Eat the nut, Sora. Just eat this acorn, shell it all. You don't even... you know, you shouldn't do that with acorns. They are actually poisonous. You can cook with them and there's like acorn bread, but you have to make it into a meal and then rinse it to get the, Are they just tannins? It might be the bad tannins, the dark tannins.
Oh god, the dark tannins. So on the one hand, I want to ask why I am Squirrel Token from the future after time traveling to the past, but on the other, I just kind of want to accept it at face value.
Okay. I wouldn't... Because Squirrel Token is a... Okay, do you envision your future self being a purveyor of outrageous lies?
I don't know.
Is that... That is
Well,
what
no,
I fondly remember Squirrel Token as that.
You totally can make that jump, by the way, but I don't think you can do it with the tree turned the way you have it.
I need to turn the tree back. Well,
It's not important. It's
Okay.
like it's like a gummy ship, like it's a gummy piece or something. Like who cares?
I'm just looking for proofs. I haven't actually gone in that tree yet. Before I go this way. Okay, Squirrel Token is Ansem. I accept. Let's just get this back here. Oh, but there's a proof here.
No.
Stench! It's stench. Stench is an excellent word.
It's pretty good. It's very powerful.
It's a very powerful word. Powerful. It's a word that feels like what it does, which is a
Yeah.
good quality.
You know how when people are talking about words that they hate the sound of and everyone brings up moist?
Yep, moisture. Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I hate the word scrape.
Scrape.
I hate it with every fiber of my being. I can hear it against my skull when I say it or hear it.
Woof. Mine
It's-
is ointment.
Mmm.
Um.
Fair.
Ah, the emulator crashed. Excellent.
Oh no.
That's fine. I'll just make the emulator happen again. I've never had this emulator just crash before. Like, it's never just given up.
Yeah.
It's going to be very loud, so I'll hopefully mute it. There we go.
Which includes muting me, I guess.
Nah, I just muted it. I have the volume mixer open.
Oh.
But now I've
Oh
got
no, I'm real.
But now I've got to reset this. Because now it's just showing the... This emulator is like... There's 3 different windows open whenever it's running. And Obsid never knows which one to grab. So we have to make all our same jokes again. Wow, did we remember those dark tannins? There was there was the pasta fever.
Mhm. I don't think I made any jokes yet.
We were doing proofs and like Inquisitor.
Yes.
So that was less a joke and more like putting our desires out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot skip cutscene. Do you not like Cheshire Cat player?
Why would you want to skip our delicious cutscenes?
I can make them go faster though.
Ha. Does the sound automatically turn off, or is it zipping past as well?
It zips up. It zips faster. Okay, I have played a lot of Persona 4, and almost all of it has been through emulation. Because I didn't have a PS2 when I played it at the time. I can tell you, the soundtrack of that game sounds about as good at like 40% extra speed as it does at normal speed. And I know some of the songs at that speed rather than the normal one. Okay, we gotta find the proofs we had failed to get last time.
Well, you got 3, I think.
Yeah, I was only missing the one. Just getting an item. Hello, Medibot.
Hello, Medibot.
It's Medibot, everybody.
Yeah, for the most part, these are good trades.
Okay.
I think there's one time that you can like trade an ether for a high potion, and I don't think that's a good trade.
I'm just gonna hold on to my ethers because there were two different plants that wanted it. I don't remember what the ether gave me the first time.
I don't either.
It's fighting. I'm having to fight myself to not jump all the time. Maybe at some point that'll be a good thing to do, but currently it is not.
No, you absolutely can make that jump. Just, I don't think you can do it with the platform above you.
Well, the platform should be moved, right? Because I didn't, Oh, no, there is a platform above me, and I bumped my head.
Yeah, I think it's there by default, and that's where you can act. So, like, you would have to take the nut, and then hit the tree, and then eat the nut.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Although I can jump without bumping my head on the platform. I just have to come
Alright,
out a
then
little more.
Maybe it doesn't matter. Again, I assure you it is not worth it, but this is the kind of shit that I love.
Not worth it, huh?
Yep.
I just needed somebody to not believe in me, and then that did it for me.
Alright. I'm glad I could help you get Thunder G.
I got the Thunder G, everybody! Drink a potion, Flower.
Lightning and the thunder.
Okay, and then I have to attack the fruit. Or no.
And just to, yeah, fuck that fruit. To be clear for the stream, I'm just watching the stream, so I'm on as much of a delay as you guys are.
Yeah, we tried to do the screen share stuff last week, and it immediately went very poorly. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to emulate or stream an emulated game. Although it worked for the most part with Dark Cloud 2, might not work as well with this game. We can try again at some point.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, like, this is unlike Dark Cloud 2, which I was experiencing for the first time. I can auto-correct most all experiences. I basically understand what's happening.
And the nut returns up here after you eat it.
It grows very fast.
I failed to jump on the thing I was supposed to jump on while large.
Oh.
I may have to give the Piper another Poshi. Thankfully, it's potion, which I'm going to refuse to believe is a rare item. Or even an item
I have never bought a potion in my life.
Yeah. Well, I just hammered one. Yeah! I might have to go buy a potion.
I've definitely done that. Yeah, I don't think you can buy anything in this world.
I would have to go back to Traverse Town, which is weird because I live by one of the major metropolitan areas around here is Traverse City. And I keep wanting to say that instead. Take the
It's not big enough. See ya.
Yeah, you just say "see ya." That's your prompt. Yeah, walk up to the flower. The flower demands a potion. I pound a potion. It's like, no, it's mine. Did I do this Trinity? I
Chug
didn't.
it.
A commentary of math at the time? Okay, that's above my pay grade, my amigo. I only sometimes can put numbers together to form new numbers. But if you wanted to talk about politics, I could talk about how The Wizard of Oz was a basically a populist plea to return to use a silver standard instead of a gold one.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was talking about how the silver standard was fucking garbage.
Other way around. It's because
Okay.
they had a lot of silver but not a lot of gold, and the populists wanted to use silver as the standard instead of gold to lower inflation.
The camera is your worst enemy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it appears so. I went in the wrong hole. Yeah, the ruby slippers were silver shoes, and you were supposed to use the silver shoes to get over the yellow brick road. And then they made a bunch of sequels to the book that were just weird because it was a very popular book and the author wanted money.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it outlived the concept of a silver standard because at some point they decided, what about fiat currency? Which I guess means nowadays it would be the Bitcoin slippers.
Oh my god. There was a really interesting Twitter thread that I read recently about how fiat currencies necessarily lead to inflation. Because, like, otherwise you would always need to, like, you should always hold on to your money if the value is going to increase, so the value over time has to decrease very slightly.
I have to use another potion because I had the tree in the wrong position.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was me. I did it.
Well, I fell for a trap, and when the Zulais come from inside the call, you have to appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
You stole my potion, Rosella.
I did. I mean, I guess I worry about how many potions you're going to get.
I don't have any more potions. So I have antenna, footprints, and stench. There's one more?
Stench. There is.
I should probably look for it. And then go buy another potion so that I can... Well, I know what I can do. I can use the first person to explore for the... Oh, I see the proof!
Nice level up, by the way.
Just casual. Okay, Medibot is who I would believe about math. So, Lewis Carroll wrote good stuff about math. Accepted.
Alright.
100%. You heard it here, folks. Alice in Wonderland is about math. Which is why the Vorpal Blade went Snicker Snack and all that, or whatever.
Yeah, I think I bought Through the Looking Glass, but I never actually read it.
Okay. Proofs.
Proofs?
I found it. Oh! The cat came here. Does the cat change its location if you found each proof in the given spot? I assume so.
I have no idea. I think I have only ever found the claw marks last. But you're right, like, that's not necessarily the last one.
Okay. So, I assume I would have gotten Blizzard even if I had only gotten one proof at some point.
The difference is that now you get it before the boss fight. You get it early.
I get it early.
Yeah, I think you would always get it before you left Wonderland.
I also came to a powerful discovery in that I can just hold L1 to just have the magic shortcut menu appear. That's useful. Now I will save. Now I'm just slightly paranoid.
Yeah, man, I've never seen that happen.
Me either. I've used this emulator pretty Usually it'll crawl to a halt before it just crashes, but first time for everything.
Oh man, what if it's because I mentioned the word speedrunning?
Ooh, oh man, this has never happened before. What's the actual line?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't remember.
This has literally never happened.
Speedrunning is dead though, because AGDQ doesn't have Super Metroid in it for whatever reason.
Wow. I mean, the races were getting kind of bad.
Yeah. It's just strange that like the save the animals bet is always like one of their biggest moneymakers in the event, and this is going to be the one that just doesn't have it.
So I'm gonna tell you a Zulai. When the boxes fall, the one that hits the ground first is always yours, and the one that hits the ground last is always the queen's.
Well, I think the one on the leftmost fell before the one on the rightmost. I'm gonna pick that. Yes. Oh man, this is Monty Hall for fuckers right here. Let me think it over.
Anyway, the thing that I told you could have been the opposite of the truth, but it's definitely a statement.
I believe all statements. Ooh, you're allowed to put a goat in the box to improve your odds. Oh, now we get to fight cards.
I mean, then they'd arrest a poor goat, and do you really want that on your conscience?
I mean, I wouldn't hate it. The game wants me to attack these levers.
Yes. If you pick the wrong one, Donald and or Goofy, and I do mean and or, could be imprisoned at the start of the fight, and they'll be in a cage, and you could attack the cage to get them free. So getting it right means that they're there from the start. Which is some help, because they're usually pretty good at taking out, or at least distracting the cards, so you can take out the tower.
I mean, am I supposed to take out the tower?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. It bursts into bubbles, so I know that's the correct thing.
Yeah, plus the cards will wake up eventually.
Yeah, they get sleepy instead.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, any of the Queen's evidence can have either Donald or Goofy or both that come out as the culprit.
Oh, Donaldo died.
As you do. Another fun fact about this fight is that you can attack the Queen, and knocking her out will knock out all of the red cards.
What if I jump? Jumping
Very
seems
careful.
fine. Oh, they
Good
put
work.
they put a tarp over Alice so that she would think it was nighttime and would go to sleep.
Ooh.
And the cards immediately start running around like idiots. Okay. Wait, Donaldo, come over here. Okay. Didn't get his full MP bar. Alice isn't really a princess, though. She's just kind of like a kind of rich guy's daughter.
I think she's in the Disney canon.
I mean, I guess so. So as far as like it's Disney princesses, that's its own special kind of princess.
True. I mean, so there's the idea that Disney is an adjective that describes princess. So if you are a Disney princess, you are a specific type of princess. Or Disney princess itself could be just its own noun. And
That-
maybe
that-
that's more accurate.
It could be.
So, I have bad news for you.
I have to go buy some potions.
Yeah.
That's not the worst thing in the world. So long as it doesn't make me do the gummy ship again, even though I'm not convinced it won't.
I've
Yeah.
got some bad news for you.
That's not bad news. That's merely news.
I think technically, like these guys can drop potions, the shadows.
Obviously, that means we have to kill them until they do.
So,
That's a better use of our time. Well, let's go to space.
I would classify Mulan as a Disney princess.
She's some kind of aristocrat, at least, I think.
I mean, she did end up marrying what's his face.
True. So, okay, princess in that matter, it definitely. Although, was he also like a prince, or was he just like
Nah, he
a
was just
guy?
a general. Also, I call him what's his face. Shang is actually my favorite Disney prince.
That's 'cause
I like him a lot.
He's great. He makes people into men.
Yeah, he does have
For- as a-
probably the best song.
He does it for a living. So, man, that's a hard thing to muster up. What favorite Disney prince? I don't even know.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's a hard question.
What? Okay, I think The Great Mouse Detective was a Disney movie. It wasn't a Don Bluth movie, so I'm gonna call it Disney.
I think it's a Disney movie too.
And I want to say Toby then, which is the dog from that movie.
All right. I think my second choice for favorite Disney prince is Aladdin's dad.
Aladdin's dad, fairly good.
Yeah.
Okay, now Aladdin is a Disney prince, but not a prince. Not until the end.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of them don't end up as their title until the end. You know, Cinderella isn't a princess till the end.
True.
And she is like the archetypical Disney princess.
Neither Belle nor the Beast are royalty. He's
The
just
Beast is a prince.
he's like a viscount.
I think I'm pretty sure he's a prince. I mean, yeah, in actuality, he's more of a viscount because he rules over like a city.
Yeah, he has like
But I
a
think-
duchy, and like
Yeah.
in
But
France.
the title they give him is prince.
Like, is he Louis the 14th's son? That's how he got.
I don't know exactly because he's definitely not like the Prince of France, but he does get the title. So who am I to argue?
Hello, Huey, Louie, and Bluey. That's your names, right? I want to buy. I have to buy potions.
And weirdly, Bluey is the one in the green hat. Yeah, Prince Adam.
I'm gonna buy 4 potions. I guess I could try looking at places to spend my money now that I'm here. Did I remember to equip stuff? I did. Then, is this a secret chest that I can't open yet? Yeah, there must be some secret to opening it. My key doesn't work.
Yep.
I need a key.
I think you could open it now. You have the power.
I could buy the ability stud. Oh, I accidentally bought a blizzard ring. I was trying to exit out, but I guess I bought an item that's slightly better than something I have, I think. Sure. Donald, you get a protect chain.
Try to stay alive.
Do your best, Donald. Hello, Moogle. That ladder was too rickety when I went to it, though. But
What
yes.
was too rickety? Oh.
The Mugo, that's what he's called.
Yeah, I caught up eventually. Yes, that is the ladder, and it was too rickety.
I mean, is it still too rickety? I could go
I
look.
don't know.
Or I could go further the plot. We can come back later. No, that's principals who rule over principalities. That's what schools are called in the government system.
Yeah, I guess we never really talk about the Beast's parents. Like, they just abandoned him to a castle when he was 11.
Oh yeah, because he got kissed by a rose on the gray. You can't just keep a boy like that in the house.
Whoa. That's some deep cuts.
I don't think referencing the best Seal song is a deep cut. Although, I did pull it out of nowhere, so that's pretty good. I just think about that song a lot. Actually, it was on the radio 2 days ago, so that's why I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
But only 2 days ago. It's not been on the radio before or since.
Happens.
Fun fact about Seal. Do you know what caused his characteristic face scarring that everyone loves for him for?
You know, I never thought to ask.
It's lupus. It actually was lupus this time.
Oh, goodness.
He had lupus. No, Unseal is his heartless name.
That is a shitty heartless name, not gonna lie.
It is. But his nobody name is Xehanort.
Fair.
It's gotta have a Z or something in it. I get to play a Sonic in the Secret Rings level every time. Where you go between levels, it's great. Okay, we've bought potions. We accidentally bought a blizzard chain. Cold as ice. Okay. And now we get to fight a large body again.
Yeah.
Oh, Goofy learned something. I don't even know what that ability does. Get behind.
Ooh, jackpot.
Gotta get behind the large body. That did a lot of damage. They dropped the big money. Excellent. Oh, there's just regular shadows here now. Okay. Heartless. Cheshire Shed said shadows. Which is wrong. They're heartless. Although, what is the basic heartless called? Are they called shadows?
Yeah, the basic heartless is a shadow.
Oh.
Yeah, you have fought shadows, soldiers, and large bodies.
Receive more money in HP MP balls. That's the technical name. I don't even have dodge roll equipped. I guess I could also do combo plus instead.
There are two kinds of heartless. There are pure blood and emblem heartless.
Yep. I knew that. I couldn't tell you what the difference is.
the emblem Heartless have the Heartless emblem on them. It sounds dumb when I say it out loud. So yeah, almost everything that you find is going to be an emblem Heartless. Shadows are not. Yeah, you can see the emblem on the little chicken feet guys.
You totally see them. Now, what is the difference between... Now, could a pureblood Heartless wear clothing? And once they equipped like a shirt that had a Heartless symbol on it, they lose their claim to the birthright.
Oh my god. I can't disprove that. I can't tell you that it couldn't happen.
And if Heartless can't equip clothes, then it can only be assumed that Heartless that look like they are just, that's just their body, which means every Heartless is actually nude. Except for when
Checks
Sora is a Heartless.
He is also nude.
Is he nude when he's wearing like... Okay, his shorts just become a part of his body then when that happens. I don't know where I'm going. Am I going up there? No, the rock moved. There was a rock here.
Yep.
Now, Sora has, like, shorts. He's still got his pumpkin pants on when he's in Heartless mode, I think. Well, not in this game, though. In this game, he's just a Heartless.
Yeah.
Spoilers for, like, 20 streams from now. We're in the Mad Hatter and March Hare thing. There's a Trinity symbol around here, maybe? Because there's a chest up there I can't otherwise see how to get to. How about the house?
Yeah, I think the chest is for later.
I found the shadows. I guess I didn't have to turn on the light after all.
Good work.
Yeah, but like, okay, large bodies, they look like they're wearing clothes.
They do.
Or is that like them?
I think the idea is that it's supposed to just be like them.
Huh. I guess it's magic. Thanks for the resub, Blood Fashion. Oh no, Donaldo died. You didn't try hard enough, Donaldo.
Cause yeah, I mean, there's even like a tie, and it clearly like sticks out from their body. It's not. I think they come into the world fully formed with like a rope around their belly. Wait, trying to find a Simple Plan AMV from around 2008, like a specific one or just in general? Oh, snap. Have I brought up my Kingdom Hearts AMV?
I feel like you have in the grand lore of things, but maybe not recently. And if so, or if not, it's worth bringing up again.
Alright. So I definitely made a Kingdom Hearts AMV to Red Jumpsuit Apparatus's My Guardian Angel. And that is my most popular YouTube video.
I mean, it's quality AMV.
Or your Guardian Angel.
Much about my brand. My most popular YouTube video is just a video I made of a glitch happening in Mass Effect. Nobody cares about anything else. But you know, that's fair. It's a really good video. Fun fact about the video, though, was I didn't know anything about video encoding when I made it, so I just recorded it with Fraps, and
Oh my god.
I was like, huh, how do I compress this and encode it? Whatever. I'll just upload a 25 gigabyte raw video to YouTube, and you know what? To their credit, they took it. So
I'm gonna post that link. No one watch it.
this is a fun situation I've created. Is Ansem the Mewtwo? Well, was Ansem, like, made by scientists? Like, Xehanort was a scientist or something, or whatever. Christopher Lee was a scientist. You could tell by his body wrap.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it would be different if Mewtwo made himself. Yeah, exactly, Mask Huzzah. Like, Handsome is both the Giovanni and the Mewtwo of Heartless.
You got a Springamajigama. Don't know what this is supposed to represent, but I like its codpiece. What if I threw fireballs at you? Okay. Fire seems like the good thing to do here.
Yeah, because it's homing. Oh man, it also seems like it's taking it down in like one hit.
Okay, not so much now.
Okay.
I like this thing's legs.
Yeah.
Okay, so hitting the head with fireball is actually the excellent thing to do here. But
Seems to be working pretty well.
when it runs into its like flappy legs, it does less good.
Oh, it's setting itself on fire.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to do platforming, I'm pretty sure. So I'm kind of out of magic. Where are you? Okay, just knock me off my platform, why don't you?
Alright, Blood Fashion, I assume you mean to say this is an AMV of the quality of its time.
No, I think
that-
no, just
that's a true
just a quality AMV of all time.
That I find hard to believe. I downloaded like every single cutscene from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And also, like, made it in Windows Movie Maker. It was good.
Hey, Windows Movie Maker is not so bad. It got a really bad rep for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I must obtain health. Oh, if you run into the torches while it's knocked over, it still hurts you. It's kind of a jerk
jeez.
move.
That is rude. At least it's not, you know, that much. And hey, now you've got
I'm
your
dead.
MP back. Oh no.
You can just hit continue.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, we get a cutscene again. Okay, what did we learn? We learned fire bad. Except when it's good. Alright,
I think-
yeah.
Like, if you have the aim on it, like if you're on top of the table, I think Blizzard might be more effective. But fire is homing, so that's pretty powerful.
Ah, Goofy did it this time. Thanks, Goofer. Trying to hit square to like attack, and it's just not working out. This is going considerably worse than last time. I guess I did buy potions that I did not equip and thus cannot use. Okay, didn't even see what hit me that time. Okay, that went really poorly. Let's equip some potions. Potion. Sora, you get a potion. Although Ether might actually be like fine here.
Yeah?
And because I have so many, because I bought them, I will not give Donald an elixir. I'll give Donald a potion. There we go. And now I will leave the room and come back so that the checkpoint will change. Actually, I'll go save. Do not tell me that Blood Fashion also made a Kingdom Hearts AMV. Okay, Jesse.
I'm into it. Hit me.
Wow. Are you just like linking to random AMVs from YouTube that I'm listening to? But go ahead. There's no rules
There's
here.
a specific AMV.
Yeah, a specific one.
Man, there's one thing that I remember that is a video that I know was on YouTube at one point, and as far as I can tell, does not exist because I can't find it. But it was of Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's of Roxas like smashing the computer.
Yeah.
But it has Jesse McCartney's "She's No You" playing on the computer, and like every time he smashes it, and it's like glitching out. It was very well edited. The audio was perfect, and it's just, I don't know. The idea of Roxas rebelling against his voice actor, it was captivating. It was also really short.
Okay, maybe using magic isn't good, and maybe just trying to use upper slash is like the thing I should be doing.
I read very little fanfiction as a kid, which is weird because I really liked writing. There are like a couple King's Quest fanfictions, and that's all you can find.
None of my fanfictions were ever earnest, and thus are barely worth talking about.
I definitely wrote an extremely dark rewrite of King's Quest III, where Gwydion wants to kill himself. I was working through a lot of things as a teen.
Oh, you know what? King's Quest is as good as anything else to write that about. I mean, it's certainly a game series where it's no stranger to main characters dying. Just maybe not in that way.
That game is fucked up. Like, if you think about the plot, it's pretty messed up. But, yeah. I never really had an OC.
Hey, that one, when I gave up using magic, that went a lot better.
Yeah.
So, magic just worked really well the first time as a fluke.
Magic is a yeah. I don't. It did seem weird that like he was getting knocked down every single thing, every single time you hit him. The moral of Kingdom Hearts might be don't be a wizard, but the moral of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is be a wizard.
Yeah, it's definitely be a wizard for that one.
Magic is so good in that game.
Oh man, I just saw a continuity error.
Oh.
When this cutscene started, Sora was holding his Keyblade teeth down, but then the camera angle changed and he was holding it teeth up.
Hmm.
And now he's holding it teeth down again. Okay. Just hold it however you want, Sora. Don't stay consistent.
Man. You're right.
This gummy ain't like no others.
I mean, I thought Aqua was the best character because she was extremely agile,
Yeah.
not because she was a wizard.
Was, what's his name? Ventus faster? Just not as flowy?
Like, technically, he's supposed to be faster, but cartwheels have so many iframes, so...
Cartwheels were good. Also, she was just, like, better.
Oh yeah, she definitely had the best block. Because she had the shield, like, all around her.
Okay, so we got some stuff.
Yeah, heaven help you if you choose Aqua first. Though, I could not get to the first save point as Aqua, because I kept dying. Because I played on critical. And it just... I could not get to the first save point. I could make no, like, bankable progress. It was rough.
In, which one?
In Birth by Sleep.
Oh, alright.
Aqua.
Yeah. I was thinking of, there was that PS4 demo one. That was like, it had Aqua in it. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember seeing KFJ stream it. And that was really stupidly hard.
The, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Birth by Sleep 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Birth by Sleep 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage.
Yeah, at that point, that's like meta commentary and like self-aware. I refuse to believe that is like serious. Although one of the points of Kingdom Hearts is that all the goofy stuff, the teen cool stuff, is 100% real, and that's why it's appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a treasure chest up there, and I don't know if I can get it yet. Like, I know that if I get, like, glide or maybe high jump, I could get it.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, I don't know.
Now, let's continue. I think we're supposed to leave now. Actually, I think we're supposed to... gummy ship now. Because we got a new gummy piece.
You did.
And we can party. And we can gummy ship. So we can go this way, battle level 3. Or this way, battle level 2. Or we can do gummy ship. I should look at the tutorial this time. I probably made a terrible mistake.
Oh no.
What if I press the tab button on my keyboard?
What? Olympus Coliseum is great.
Okay, what I'm using is, what happens if I go to Araman and then just build it anyway? Okay, it doesn't have a cockpit.
Hmm.
Didn't I get a new cockpit?
You could just put the normal cockpit on it.
I guess I could. I mean, this is not the most, not the most good way of doing any of this.
I mean, you still have to use the Gumby ship interface, so what kind of good way could there be?
I mean, like, make it so that I could tell what was going on? Is it... I don't know what it's asking from me.
What if you just press X? Wait, yeah. Now it's on because it says you have 0 cockpits, so it's on now.
It's not flyable though.
Yeah, it doesn't have an engine.
Okay, and then yeah, I have to put engines and gun on it. All right, yeah, okay, it's the D-pad that has. Okay, it's because I was using the control stick too much. Oh my god, this is hellish. Why did I decide to do this?
I can't answer that for you.
What if I just put the engines over here? That'll work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. This looks good to me.
Yeah, that'll work.
So we have our new ship. And, I can't go here, because I would have to go back to Traverse City to go down here. And you know what? Let's do that. You know what? We built our ship. Let's use it. We get to do Sonic and the Secret Rings again.
Alright, let's roll.
So how's everyone doing tonight? You enjoying this good content? Our ship looks slightly different, but is, I want to say, essentially the same.
Yeah. You have more firepower now because you've got 2 guns.
Oh, I did put 2 guns on. That's true. They're just kind of there. I'm hanging with my best friends, Sora, Donald, and Goofy. In that order. How come some things get the G suffix, but some things don't?
If it has a G suffix, that means that it is actually something you can use to build a ship out of.
Oh, I'm actually...
If it does-
So shield is just like a power pickup then.
Yes, shield is a pickup that restores your shield if you had one.
I don't think I have
Same
one.
with power and armor.
I
I don't
just-
think I've ever had one.
I just have power and shield. And now you can go here. I'm certain this is where we're supposed to go at this point. Yeah, I knew G meant gummy. I just didn't know if, like, I was picking up power, or not.
Yeah, that's a fair question. For the longest time, I'm like, oh, why can't I put a shield on my thing? And it's like, that's not what that means. Sorry.
At least we're getting Protect G, though, which I'm pretty sure is just the blocks. And, like, Arrow G are the wings.
Yep. So you can get lasers, and lasers use power.
Ooh, the lasers use power. I think you only ever really want blasters, though, if I remember right. Just like buttons. I don't remember any lasers being worth it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
The gummy ship levels are never really... You could probably just go the entire game and never make a gummy ship and be fine.
You can do that, yep.
We get special blocks. It's just called special. I didn't get all of them because you can't.
Yep, special refills your health, or your power, armor, and shield, I think.
Did they intentionally make this look like a Sonic CD bonus game? Or are the rings just incidental?
I can't answer that. It's a philosophical question.
Because it looks a lot like the stuff in... what is the Sonic game called? The one everyone's been... Not the one people don't maybe like. Sonic Forces, I remember the name of, but...
Sonic Heroes?
Sonic Heroes? Is that what it was? I thought Sonic Heroes was like a GameCube game. That's Sonic and the Secret Ring? I don't know. Mania.
Sonic
Mania.
Mania. There you go.
We're here. We might one day fight a Backstreet Boy here. No, an NSYNC, not a Backstreet.
Yes.
Not a Backstreet. Those are different.
I had this conversation just yesterday, so I had a long time to think about it. Fight an NSYNC.
We fight an NSYNC. Boy, a Mithril Shard. Final Fantasy treats Mithril really poorly. It's kind of shameful.
How so?
Well, like, in Final Fantasy V, the first sword you start the game with is Broadsword.
Okay.
And the second sword you get, which you can buy in Carwin, is Longsword. And then the third sword you get, which you can't get until Karnak, is Mithril Sword. So Metal of the Mithril reduced to the third sword you can use. A little less impressive than, like, you know, what Gimli is telling Frodo. Ugh, it's true silver. Talk to the gremlin.
Good timing. Give me a hand, will you?
Yeah, that's fair.
pedestal over there for me? I gotta spruce this place up for the games.
I think this is someone doing a Danny DeVito impression. It doesn't quite sound like Danny DeVito.
I think they got him.
Maybe he's just like sleepy or something. Oh, now it lets me push them. It weighs a ton. I doubt that. I bet it weighs 800 pounds.
It weighs a ton.
It's way too heavy.
What? Too heavy? Since when have you been such a little...
Ah, it might be Homer then.
Wrong
Ah.
guy. What are you doing
Possible. Phil is a lot better in this
here? Here's the
game than he is in the
world-famous
movie.
Colosseum. heroes only.
he stopped being a
And I
lech.
got my hands full
Yeah,
preparing for
he's
the
still
Which-
he's still a satyr though, which is supposed to be
Yeah.
their deal.
Yeah, like I kind of I understand it. I get it. He's a
heroes are coming
satyr,
from all
but
over to fight ferocious
he's
monsters
better without
right
that
here in the
particular character
Colosseum.
trait. Oh my god, the high res Pouty Sora.
This is
High
only,
res Pouty Sora is really important.
this is only double resolution Pouty Sora. I turned off the 8x after the game crashed.
Well, I mean, just high res compared to like the normal, like the Sora that we have here. That's just like a basic. He can blink and like kind of vaguely smile. They brought out the full polygons for.
Ah, yeah, they brought
the
out.
Pout.
Hey, if you can't even move this,
Yeah, the lip flaps.
you can't
Robert
walk
Costanzo.
yourself.
I don't know who that is.
The hero.
I think I mean, in this game he doesn't interact with anyone, but in Kingdom Hearts 2 he interacts with Meg and he's fine.
He also interacts with the Hydra.
So it takes more than brawn. Well,
I would not even begin to venture a guess as to the Hydra's gender identity.
No, I meant merely interacts, as in hollers about. Sure. Let's trial. Let's go on. This is the second trial today. Barrels. It's a barrel.
Barrel. Barrel, barrel.
Oh, man, I've made a mistake.
Oh no, what's wrong?
I should have I should have turned off combo lengthener for this.
Ah, yes. You can still do air combos.
Yeah. I can also land on the barrel instead of hitting it and thus lose.
Oh,
Barrels are shelves?
what?
I don't understand.
I mean, I get, or at least I am aware of barrels. I don't know anything about shelves.
I mean, I've never been to an IKEA.
I don't feel like I can offer an educated answer to this question. I'm sorry.
Is there something that shelves are from? That's like funny. I can also throw barrels at barrels, like in Donkey Kong.
It's true.
I don't know how efficacious that is, though.
Efficacious.
Yes, it's a highfalutin word. I enjoy those.
Fair.
Okay, where are the 4 barrels I missed? Or 3. Does fire work? It does. Oh my god, where's the barrel?
It's I think it's up.
I've just barely,
Yep.
barely missed it.
Oh no. Oh my god. It was the fucking combo plus that did you in.
Yep.
Oh no. That was a Longest Journey reference. It has been probably a decade since I played that game. And my LP really is not 10 years old.
Well, a mythological decade.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I was still in college, so that's like a lifetime ago, right?
Okay, this is not going to be the urn. I should maybe go give up and turn combo plus off. It's like how one of the secret powers of Fenrir in Kingdom Hearts 2 is it kind of presents combo negative as a downside, except it ain't, because you turn explosion on.
Like, it's really great whenever I'm trying to do like a completionist run of that game, because I have to leave the I defeat Sephiroth to gain his bullshit gimmick weapon, and then and only then am I allowed to do the like bullshit mini games, you know?
Ah, yeah.
Now that I've achieved ultimate power, I can conquer Trash Cane.
Okay. Now we can barrel some more.
Gotta get that faster barrel.
Speed barrels.
Maybe I should watch my own LP. And like part of it is that like so I still haven't done Dreamfall chapters. I am completely derailing your stream. I should probably stop.
No, we are beating up barrels. You can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, because I'm beating up barrels.
All right, fair. So people, like, every time I post any video on YouTube, people are like, "Oh man, it's great, you're alive. Also, please finish Dreamfall chapters." Which is fair, because, like, my LP channel really, like, The Longest Journey is the only LP of mine anyone has ever watched. And, like, that's fair, I guess. But, I don't know. It makes me, I am constantly sad because I love my Super Metroid LP and no one likes it but me.
It's very good.
But,
it's a very good LP. Everybody who hasn't seen it yet in the zoo, you after this, because I'm not going to rob myself of viewers.
Yeah,
Go-
no, dude. Don't
go-
watch it now, Jesus.
Or no. If you have two monitors, you know, have one on one, one on the other.
I don't know. I think the audio is very important to the. That LP works really great if you are familiar with Super Metroid and have a good sense of Schadenfreude. But regardless, no one watches anything except My Longest Journey LP. But that's it. That's the only thing people say is like, yeah, but finish Dreamfall chapters, and I want to. I still haven't played it. But like, I have a dog now. And I live, like, with a person. So, it's hard. The point is, I don't know. I don't know what the point is. I do really want to play Dreamfall chapters, and I have the PS4 version hooked up, and it has my save file. Oh no, you're out of MP! That's awful!
Yep, I had a plan, and it was not good. Because beating up barrels does not regenerate MP for whatever reason.
That sucks.
I'll link it here in a second, Quart.
Yeah.
Once I get to a barrel pause moment.
I guess I can also link it, since I don't have anything to do with barrels.
I've never seen Rosella associate with barrels before.
I've never even seen a barrel.
Never seen a barrel.
Alright.
Oh man, I just did a sick trick shot. Oh my god. Did not even mean to do that.
Yeah! That is the correct way to get that barrel.
Looks like
Dumb
I'm ready
luck.
for the games.
Afraid not.
Why not?
2 words.
Oh yeah, the new King's Quest. They got released, like, in 2015.
Yeah, the one that had multiple solutions for puzzles.
The one that is a Monkey Island game.
Mhm.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
I can't use it because I don't have MP. Okay, I guess we're going to do training with Phil here.
Oh my god, you do not have to train.
We're going to, though. I guess we have to leave and come back then. Different time and. Oh, it's just barrels. Oh my! It's the same barrel.
It's barrel.
It's the same barrel.
Barrel.
Well, now we get to talk about your LP some more. Okay, the reason that LP is good isn't just because of the Schadenfreude thing. Really, it's because everybody who likes Super Metroid at this point, because the game is like 25 years old, are people who have played it a lot. So
They probably played it as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And that's like playing something for the first time as a kid and playing it for the first time as an adult are completely different experiences.
Do not enter. No, wait, look at this. Sign. Visibly says closed. Examine. Do not enter.
That's very cute.
Yeah, it's like, people don't even remember what makes the game good. And the thing that makes the game good is like the teaching moments that you don't experience when you're playing it, you know, for the 300th time.
Wait, let me guess. You want to
Yeah, suffice it to say, Super Metroid is a very, very good game.
Well then, hey, get a load of this.
I enjoyed it a lot.
A pass?
It's all yours. Good luck, kid. I'm pulling for you, little shorty.
We got the orb. Now, I don't think Phil will be happy if we immediately go back and show him our gate pass we just got, which
He
is
can suck it.
which is obviously what we're doing. Some real weirdos signed up for the games, like Coraldo. Wait, is Coraldo in this one?
Yep.
Okay, thought so. So are Random Heartless.
Yeah, these guys are weird, but they had a pass, so
They signed up.
rules are rules. They even got a team name, which I thought was pretty cool of them.
Wait, we don't get a team name.
Nope. You're just some loser.
Speak of the devil. That being some loser. I wonder how many people who played this game when they were kids had no idea who the hell that was.
I think I knew. Like, I think I had enough background knowledge of... I had never played a Final Fantasy game, but I knew sort of who they were. A little.
I had played FF7 and had not finished it.
Mm-hmm.
I had played Final Fantasy Tactics and finished it, which I think... So I was into Final Fantasy at the point, but I had no idea what... And I knew who Cloud was too, but it would not be strange for like somebody to play this and have no idea who Coraldo was.
Yeah.
Cloud's characterization is not that strong in the game, or in Final Fantasy VII, but this game definitely did some. This and like Advent Children pulled some crap on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have took my Blizzard Guard off. Yeah, I had played Final Fantasy X before I played this game.
I genuinely do not know whether my first Final Fantasy was 10 or 8. Yeah, I don't think... I don't think I had played 10 when I know I played Kingdom Hearts first, but I don't know whether I played 8 or 10. That's weird to me, that I don't know.
Well, which is a better entry point to the series? I mean, at this point, who can even say?
8 is a horrible entry point. No one should play that game unless they have a friend with them who knows how to play the game. Like, no one should ever try to learn Final Fantasy VIII by playing it.
Yeah, because we were talking about how Super Metroid was cool because it like teaches you how to play it.
Yeah. Look, I love Final Fantasy VIII a lot. Genuinely. It brings me such joy.
It's one of the earliest games I can remember playing and quitting because I didn't like it.
Fair.
But I eventually came to respect the game. Or rather, I came to be able to enjoy it. I don't know if I respect it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's, I think, a healthy relationship.
Yeah. Okay, the card game was good. That's
Got a
like the
little bump as your
unassailable
next
part.
round, Okay?
Yeah.
Now, don't blow it. Just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on.
Yeah, why does Cloud get a contract?
Hey, it's like that old goat says.
I
Rule
don't know. He
Dog
is
is the game.
looking for
So let loose and have fun with
Sephiroth, and God, I don't know.
Okay, was doing it for information. Okay, that I can accept. Like, Auron was literally dead. So, he was in the
Yeah.
underworld.
Ew,
Sort of see how he got roped into that.
tips back home. Still, suckers like him are hard to come by.
Like, so, like, Aura was dead, so he was able to, like, draft him. Because, like, he's the god. But, like, I don't think Cloud ever died.
Maybe he is actually a vampire, and that's why he borrowed Vincent's clothes. Oh my god. A half kitten magic card.
Yeah, the set that's getting spoiled now is the joke set. They do one of them like every 10 or so years.
I don't know, even knowing how, oh, I am being informed about a magic card. Oh my god, half kitten, creature, cat. Ah!
Okay. This large body is bodying me, but there's a cat going on. So the cat is good.
It's perfect. Oh my god.
I may have to look at this thing because I haven't paid attention to any of the streams. I bet it's going to be in Jen's Discord.
It's actually Jenza DM'd it to me on Discord, but maybe it was in there, and I just like have cards muted because I do.
You know what? That's fair.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's no reason to. I even care about cards, and it sometimes feels like a chore to keep up with how much card talk there is. As I only play some of the games now.
It just gets better the more I look at it. Cat. Oh, nice tech points. That you got, 30
Yeah.
seconds ago.
He's doing the thrust. He got me.
Oh.
I feel like I could have won, but
Yeah, that's the part that sucks about this fight, is that it's optional, so like if you lose, you just lose.
well, I'm not gonna cry over spilled Cloud.
I don't remember what you get as a reward. It's not all that important. Probably like a potion.
Oh no, no, an elixir. See, that I would believe.
Oh, right. There was one other rule. I forgot. Accident happen.
Okay, I will look at the at the. Yep, that's a good one.
Hey, Phil, get them out of here.
That's rather good.
The cat
that-
cat.
Is that a contraption or is it just like a card? Because there's some cards that like there's a. I don't even want to talk about contraptions just because. I have many disagreements with the person who is in charge of Magic the Gathering. And contraptions being in the joke set is like him welching on a bet.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's stuff we don't have to care about.
Yeah. Look, I know what I saw, and what I saw is very. I don't make
Oh.
sense of it.
What we saw was cute. There's also like the one that like spoiled it was like Dog Snail Engine, which is a dog and a snail.
Mm.
I got 2 words of advice.
Ah, you get literally nothing. I think Cloud gives like 70 experience, which is kind of a lot at this point in the game, but
Now we get to fight dogs.
dogs.
Dog.
Dogs is a challenge. Good luck
What-
with
oh, I'm-
dogs.
I'm wearing my wonderful equipment that produces fire damage. That'll help, right?
Maybe.
I have
80. Oh no, revoke my Kingdom Hearts license. I guess I thought it was 70 because, you know, thematic. But no, I always felt, even like though I hadn't played any Final Fantasy games upon playing Kingdom Hearts, I always felt like they were the emotional center of the game. Like when you were hanging out with the Final Fantasy characters, it was because like the real shit was about to go down.
Yeah. A lot of them are in like Traverse Town too, which is like the hub world.
And then like when they show up in Hollow Bastion, that's sort of when you know like shit happening.
My favorite one of those though is not going to show up for a very long time, and by that I mean actually the end of the game. It's the
Favorite one of what?
the side characters that are like the emotional anchor.
Oh,
Not a Final Fantasy character though. It's a Disney. I ran into a
Alright.
fireball.
the Gullwings as thieving fairies is pretty good.
They were already thieves, so they became fairies, and they retained that aspect of themselves. Were they also idols though, as fairies? I don't know.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Okay. What does the dog think of ice? Alright, I don't have scans, so I don't get to know how my fight's going.
I'm sorry.
I made this choice. This is my story.
Yeah, okay.
That attack is hard to avoid. Okay, I don't have any more potions equipped.
The going Keyblade is incredibly important because it has the experience bonus on it. Like, more experience if you are at low health.
Yeah, critical HP, or critical EXP gain, or whatever.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. But yeah, you can't really get onto Cerberus's back without high jump. Aside from like sort of just jumping at his heads until it kind of sort of glitches out and you end up high enough.
Okay, I'm learning about the fight. So we're
Unless like, can you jump up on his like hindquarters?
I can try. Um. Probably a mistake, but I'll try out Combo Plus. I think with this fight, I don't actually really want to finish combos that much, so maybe having a longer combo will help. Because I kind of want to, like, move.
Worth a shot.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Also, made a save state.
Ah, pretty good.
So, try jumping on his thighs.
From
no.
the stand.
Can't get up here. I can just let my buddies fight him.
Yeah, I do like Hercules running away very fast. That's charming.
Oh, you can get up. You don't even. Yeah, you can just. You can just when he's on his paw. Forearm was the correct term. Thigh is like not helpful.
I see.
I got up, and immediately knocked off, and now I cannot get back up. Okay.
Well, that checks out with what I remember.
It's just it doesn't seem that useful to be up there. Actually, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's a very good defensive position, but you can't get too many attacks in my experience.
See ya. Come on.
Okay. Oh, you're still doing that, huh? Okay.
So, one thing is that the real prize from here is getting Thunder.
Yeah, I could just leave and come back later.
You could just leave. I frequently do. Usually I actually go to Olympus Coliseum first, grab Thunder, get as far as I can in the prelims, and then leave.
I'll give it a few more tries, or maybe just like... So I also remembered that is like primal memories of coming here and getting my ass kicked. Donald is dead on Cerberus's back somehow.
Nice. That is a very good question as to how he managed that.
I have no idea. So let's leave. We'll come back once we upgrade our Keyblade at all. I guess I could have also left with the save point, but it feels more official. Now we've got Cube!
Cube.
Donald is experienced at time. Like, he wanted a death he could put on his death resume. Now, when I was fighting at the Coliseum, I died on Cerberus's back. Yes, the hell beast that guards the underworld. Yes, I died on its back. That was me. You may have heard of it.
Very impressive. You're hired.
If this were like 3 times as fast and had more exciting music, it would be really good. Like, just play the Hang On theme, or the Space Harrier. Yeah, different that guy game. I guess that's Kingdom Hearts 2 Gummy Ship though, where you go faster and there's exciting music.
Yeah. Though it does have the worst track in the game.
I don't remember that specific song, so it must not have stuck in my brain that much.
That's all it does. On loop forever. It's the worst.
I didn't get that star. I have no idea what it was. Probably a shield G.
The star?
Yeah, it was like a special then, right? So like it healed all your stuff.
Yeah, it's just a full heal.
I picked up something called Cindy. A blueprint, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Really, all I'm interested in are Thrust G and Gun G. I'm sure that's what they're called, is Gun G. I dropped a lot of frames at some point, but it looks okay now. Oh, we're doing the Tarzan area now.
Yep.
Oh, I know why I'm dropping frames. Oh, God,
Oh, no, what's wrong?
I'm a moron. I'm streaming this 30 FPS game at 60 FPS.
Oh.
So that's why there were a few framey areas, probably.
That can do it.
So that means when I turn the turbo limiter off, you get to see the game at full frames, because it's running at twice the frames, and thus actually running at 60 frames per second. Hey, Tarzan got banned from Kingdom Hearts after this game?
Whoa!
Yeah, they lost the rights.
Ah, yeah. Like, that's one thing I noticed at the beginning of the game, like when you launch it, is it credits the rights to the rights holder of Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
Donald? Goofy?
Actually, it's exactly 0.3% dropped frames. What kind of cat is this supposed to be? It's a leopard? Guess it would have to be.
It was a cheetah.
Well, cheetahs don't live in jungles. Although neither do leopards, really. So it's always been weird that they call lions the king of the jungle, even though no lion has ever lived in a jungle. They live on the savannas.
Yikes.
It's really tigers live in jungles, and then just the Bengalese ones. Ah, it's a jacked leopard. Okay.
The Ject leopard.
You're out of your league. Oh, it's you look at the markings. It's a Dorito leopard.
Tasty.
Sabor. Danger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is this place?
This place.
Okay. Where did the others go? Look, I got separated from my friends. Have you seen them? Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's two of them. The loud one is Don. You know what? Never mind. I'm looking for my friends Riku and Kairi.
Look for Riku.
Oh no, BB, do
Friends.
not sit on the volume control.
Don't sit there, BB. Sit anywhere else.
Kairi. Friends.
BB, no. No.
Right.
Any second now, you're going to get unbearably loud. Like silent, and then I won't notice.
Really?
All right, I found the thing.
Here.
It's fine.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku
And then
Kairi.
Tarzan cusses you out.
He speaks in apish, a vulgar language of the ape.
I'm Sora. Tarzan go, Sora go.
And we abandoned Donald and Goofy because they're not our real friends. We could have asked this ape-raised man to help us find them, but instead we wanted to look for people who cannot possibly be here.
Gosh, where are we?
What do you think Goofy's hat looks like?
Sora's okay.
Because it looks like something, but not a hat.
Looks a little like the magic lamp.
Oh,
So there are gorillas here, so it has to be somewhere in Africa.
And they make a point of stating as much. Like they might even say the word Africa, which puts it in the
One of the-
world that is a part of Africa, puts it in the same category of Planet France
Planet France.
and Planet France, but again, a different one this time.
Planet France 2. France harder. I can see a chest over there. Maybe we can find out how to get it in the first person. That looks like it would be hard to get. Ooh, but there's a barrel here. It's a barrel. I can still hear that goddamn wallet chain.
Right, Planet China.
Well, China is at least large normally, and it's like as far as countries go. Africa is like a continent. I don't know. I guess France isn't a continent. It's a semi-large country. In the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I'm not seeing how I would get to that chest. I can't lock onto it. Yeah, burn the rope. Yes, this is how it goes. We burn the rope.
Yeah, I don't think you can get there from here.
Fire!
I can't fire in the first person. That's a bit lame. I don't see how it would possibly be useful, but it'd be like playing Kingsfield.
Surely a video game.
Yep. It's a game that people who really like Dark Souls pretend to like, even though they're all bad.
Nice.
Ooh, Proterra, that's my favorite metal band. Are 2 points of defense worth 1 point of strength? The answer is no.
Sounds accurate.
Actually... Okay, Sora does not interact with ropes. I thought maybe that was it. Don't swear in here, Shabadoo. I don't care how Bostonian you are.
PB, there is no need to bark.
Something about Kingdom Hearts brings out the wild animal in BB.
Something about being on stream for any amount of time brings out the wild animal. That's why I don't record LPs anymore.
Well, she can smell that she's supposed to be quiet, and then that makes it like a forbidden fruit, you know? I don't think any human has minded the amount of noise BB has made on a stream before, though. Except maybe you and Kaz.
Yeah, I guess it's just, it doesn't bother me that much on stream, but I mean, we still don't want her to bark. Like, we're not telling her to be quiet because it's like, oh no, you're ruining the stream. It's just like,
You don't want her to develop the habit.
she should not bark. But like, I guess, like on a stream, I don't mind because that's live, but on an LP, I feel like it shouldn't have things in it.
Should be more professional.
Yeah. My professional LPs that I literally do not edit. I own no movie editing software now that Windows Movie Maker doesn't exist anymore.
Deep freeze.
The editor I've been using is okay.
I pirated Sony Vegas once. I used that for a long time, but feels rude.
Hitting it won't make it bloom, but hitting it 7 times. See if it okay, I did try casting magic on it though. Okay, I guess hitting it does. I guess magic does make it bloom. Oh, it did. It just delayed bloomed.
Oh, I think like fire, or you used Blizzard on the other one. That makes some sense that Blizzard would not. Oh, actually, it did. Okay, sorry.
Thunder also works.
Never mind. It's just magic.
Yeah, magic makes the flowers bloom.
Deep freeze.
I still don't know exactly what that is for, or why that would matter, or why you'd want.
To like do this? Well, when the Heartless come, it makes it go dark. That's the flower lore I've learned.
Well, you're not wrong.
And there's one flower I have not lit, and I am out of magic.
Oh.
Ha, come on. Ha, ha.
Well, we'll be back later, because there's a Trinity point here we can't use. Because we don't have the... you can jump on vines.
Yeah, rope's no good. Vine's totally fine.
Okay, that vine in particular, not this one. Oh no, this one also works. It's not the one I could lock onto, though. Oh, you can fall in a punishment hole.
Yup.
They have a hippo that's pink. Hippos can sometimes look pink because they get sunburned.
Aw.
Basically, they have very sensitive skin
No.
when they're not submerged.
Hippos also might be like the most terrifying animal on the planet. So
Oh,
I
they
probably
are-
shouldn't feel too sorry for them.
Yeah, they are very horrifying creatures. Okay.
It is a little weird that we abbreviate hippopotamus to hippo when hippo just means horse. It's like, you know, a horse points to giant water-dwelling animal.
Well, it's like
Horse.
you know those Greeks. If it had 4 legs, it was a horse. Jump next. Name of my comic books. It'd be a good name for a comic book store or something, especially if you served like nerds. I guess what comic book store doesn't, though.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to find is a saving point.
Ooh.
Sure. Okay, how do I get to anywhere?
I would fall off. I think the punishment hole is where you actually want to go.
There's a platform over there. You'd be hard-pressed to find a language that wasn't a mess, but English is a mess. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
The place where it came from was invaded by too many people and then invaded too many people. So you kind of had it coming and going. Okay. I want the chest. This chest
Yeah.
that probably has Dalmatians in it. But Squeon asked us to rescue the Dalmatians. Now this jump I don't know if I can make. It looks a little too far from either vantage point.
Hmm.
Maybe if I somehow had an ability that...
I will tell you, you can get that chest right now.
Do you have to fall down from above in the right place?
No, but I think that might work. But no, you can make it with a jump. You have to use an extra technique.
Ooh, an extra technique. I don't know what that technique is.
If you attack while in the air, you get a little bit of extra distance. It's hard though, because yeah, you can just attack the platform and then you bounce off.
Then I think I want to do it from here. I was very close at one of the vantage points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem is that I think it halts your momentum a little bit, so you want to use it like at the very end, but not at the very, very end, because then you'll bounce off. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's a curse for you.
Yeah, I love curses. I'm a purveyor of curses. I can actually say that.
That's true.
I need to send this month's curses out. I have to think of what to do for a curse. Last month's curse was kind of lazy, but I did it in like... I did a tarot reading with it. Which is why it was...
You did what?
A tarot reading. With just
Oh.
but with not real tarot cards.
Mm.
And then I mailed people the cards from their reading. with with hardly any explanation.
Nice. Hello, Burned-Head.
Yes, Burned-Head, one of the people who I have to curse this month. I know I have to mail out curses because I also have to pay my student loan, and I do them around the same time.
No.
Because that's my curse. Is like...
Yes, a curse for you and a curse for others.
Mm-hmm.
I think you want the higher one because you need the extra height.
Extra
But
height.
man, you've gotten really close.
Okay, you were right. I needed the higher one.
Ah.
It's an Asuna-G! Amazing.
You did it.
I'm the Gummy Master.
I'm glad that you made the last jump because it's much easier, but you know, it's not trivial. I mean, it's not done for you.
I'm trapped in this swamp because this hippo won't submerge.
You can swim around the hippo.
No, but like, can I swim up here? I can. Okay, for some reason I can, even though this ledge doesn't look like the other ramp ledge. I thought I had to get on the hippo. I may have to get to that platform though.
Yep.
Which leads nowhere. Okay.
Correct.
I can go up or to camp. Okay. I think camp may mayhap have a saving point in it.
Indeed. The speedrun of this game does not include any vines. It's beautiful.
What is this? It's like a square with like. Oh, it's a gorilla. Okay, it's just a gorilla that's upside down. I thought it was like a pork chop or something.
Yeah, I've never actually taken a look at those things before collecting them.
It's a gorilla. Is it like?
Alright.
Is it a sketch or like? Why would a sketch be framed like that? Oh, it's a slide. Okay.
I think it is a sketch.
Yeah, they couldn't afford the daguerreotyper. Light the stove. Be careful. Okay. Well, I'm going to destroy this barrel.
Yeah.
Up. So we can replicate items. Slide number 2, also a gorilla. Okay, the reason you probably never looked at these before collecting them is if you were playing this on like a TV. It would not be readable.
Yeah, it looks like it's just the same image on all of them.
Ooh, I found the cutscene.
Good work.
Jane,
Tarzan.
Yeah, don't knock or anything.
Who's this?
Hi there. I'm...
Oh.
I mean, have you ever tried to knock on a tent?
So then.
Well, you just say
so
knock.
you're not related to
That's
Tarzan.
the etiquette.
Are you here to study the gorillas?
Fair.
Highly doubtful.
This guy's voice.
Sora! Goofy! Donald!
Wait, no! Oh no, they're not friends because they said it in the wrong order. They said Sora, Goofy, Donald, and now they're mad.
We're studying them, not hunting them. This is research. Well, the more the merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
Well, anyway, I'm staying.
You'd think that the whole
Huh?
useless for hunting gorillas thing would be like more of a red flag. Like Jane acts mildly annoyed. Like, I told you to stop putting your feet up on the furniture. Like, I feel like if you consider this a hunting trip, that is a deal breaker.
Well,
That's-
yeah,
yeah.
but at the same time, this is also like mid 19th century, mid 19th century science. So they were probably just fine having a corpse to study.
Well, Jane does not seem fine.
Yeah, Jane doesn't seem fine with it. Anyways, we found a save point, and I think it's time that I dodge roll out of the save point. Oh man, I made everyone jump somehow.
Oh.
I can make Donald Goofy synchronized jump by dodge rolling into the corner. And on that bombshell, I think it's time we called it a night.
Alright. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I'm gonna link this again before we go. I'm gonna give everyone stream homework. Things they have to watch before the next stream. Which is to watch your Super Metroid LP.
It's long.
Although they're watching this, they might have time if they're using their valuable time to watch me play a game I remember about a seventh of.
What I have.
Watch this. Okay, good night everyone, and thanks to Blood Fashion for resubbing. Good night.
Good night.